Hello, welcome back to the Real World Garage. We're here today with my assistant, Lucy. A few minutes ago, you saw her help me assist get this axle shaft out of the driver's side of this 99 Camry. And this possibly could be her car when we get it done. She just turned of the driving age and she's going to start learning to drive here soon. And so she needs to learn a few of the basic maintenance tips and ideas and things. Maintenance tips. Now she has the giggles. So she needs to learn a few of the basic maintenance items and what to do on an automobile in order to keep it up and going. So I figured while I had her out here helping me with this, get this axle out, we have to drain the fluids and all to remove the engine anyway. I thought I might go over a few things with her and start showing her how to work on the car. So y'all come along. Okay, so I figured since she's out here, we're going, and she has not had a whole lot of under hood time. I thought we might go over and I would quiz her as to what different components were and begin to teach her what they are. Since we're going to have to, since she requested that she learn how to change the oil, we're going to start with the first thing, and is this. What is this?
I don't know.
This is the oil filter. The engine pumps the oil through the engine and through the filter and then drains it back to the oil pan. Filters the oil to keep any dirt, any carbon buildup, any
that way the oil isn't all nasty.
Any metal pieces that might happen to break off or wear off gets trapped in the filter. That's why it's important to change it every 5 to 7,000 miles, even up to 10,000 miles, depending on what kind of filter you're using. Okay? Any idea what this is?
Is that the air filter?
No.
Okay.
This is the alternator. This is a belt that runs it. This charges your battery. Okay? Alright. Any idea what that is? Already taking it off and it's laying down here in the front.
No, I don't know.
That's your air conditioner compressor. That pumps the Freon through this piece out here. This is the condenser. Inside the dash is your evaporator. You have a fan that blows across it and it makes cool air blow out on you inside the car.
And I have a basic concept of how refrigerant works. So
Okay. We're missing the radiator. It's laying on top of the car over there. So I guess next we need to see about finding the oil filter wrench and see if we can spin this oil filter off. So let's see if we can find that. Okay, we have a couple of different tools, several different styles of oil filter wrench. So I have two, and I have the one I use at work. It's a little different than the two I have here. This is a cup style, which uses a wrench, or you can use a socket and extension on it. And you have the old traditional strap wrench. This particular strap wrench I have here is not small enough to fit the oil filter on this Camry, but I found that the cup will fit this oil filter. So we're going to try to put it on there, and we're going to let Lucy try to take this oil filter off and see how that goes. Okay. Here we go. Take and place your cup down firmly over top of the oil filter. Push down on it hard.
I don't know if I got it all the way on there.
Alright. Good catch. Take your wrench, tap down on it. I'll put this up. Let me see your wrench.
Yeah.
More like this. Alright. Alright.
Good.
Probably work. Now let's take that wrench. And you'll want to put it where it's along this angle here. This, yeah, use the box end. Okay, there you go. Alright, line it up. There you go. Alright, now pull down on it. Pull down. Pull down. Now, so you're making it twist. There you go, just like that. I'll take your wrench off, get you another bite. And do it again. There you go. Alright, it's probably loose enough you can undo it by hand now. Hold up. Gotta make sure there's a drain pan under it, because sometimes the oil filter will dribble a little bit of oil. Alright, that's probably close enough to catch it. Go ahead and spin it on loose and see if it starts dribbling oil. If it does, stop. If it does, stop. Stop. Not dribbling any oil? Okay. Alright, pull it on out and turn it upright. There you go. It's probably been on there long enough that it's drained all the oil back into the middle. Alright, well, we can spin that back on there by hand. If you were changing your oil, you would take a little bit of oil, clean oil, and you would wipe on your oil filter ring, and you would take a clean rag and you would wipe that where this ring seals here. Since we're just going to spin this back on there, just go ahead. It looks fairly clean. Go ahead and spin it back on there. I'm going to get a new filter when we put this for the new engine.
That was beautiful.
Where'd it go?
It's right there.
Good job. I'll get it. Alright, gotta hang on to it and get it started back on the threads. There you go. Line it up straight. The other way, you have to turn to your right to tighten it. Remember, you turn to the left to loosen it. There you go. You feel it thread?
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Alright. Just snug it down. That's good. Alright.
And you pull that off.
If you can, don't bang your hand right here.
No, I can't get that off.
Alright. Let me try. Nothing to it. Alright, let's get set up underneath where I can show you where to drain the oil. Alright, we positioned ourselves underneath the vehicle. Lucy says hi. And we're going to get to that drain plug right there, aren't we?
Yep.
Alright, so I have set her up with a 14mm short socket and a ratchet with a cheater pipe to give her a little mechanical advantage. Alright, go ahead, Lucy. You seated? Alright, there you go. Alright, go ahead and take a couple of turns on it. Alright, reach up there and see if you can twist it with your fingers yet.
Yep.
Okay, alright, stop. You're about to make a mess. Alright, you have your drain pan in place.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me back up. Alright, you've got to learn to be quick when you take the drain plug out, because you're going to take a bath in oil if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't drop the drain plug, because the oil's going to come gushing out all at once. It's going to fill your hand up.
So how am I supposed to not get this on my hand?
Learn how to do it without getting oil on your hands and my floor. You have to pull, when you get close to the end, you just have to pull your hand out of the way really fast. There you go. It's just gonna get you. That's gonna get you. I know it is. It's gonna get you.
Shut up! I can't tell if I'm coming to the end or not.
You'll know. There it is, and she got it. And she slung the drain plug across the shop. Just keep your hand dripping over there. There's no sense wiping your hand until we get done. Boy, that oil looks like brand new. I'm gonna bottle that back up and keep it. Just keep your hand dripping over the pan from now. Did you see where the drain plug went?
No, I don't know
it's
where
right
it is.
there. It's right there behind that jack stand. Do you see it? Okay. All right, when this gets through draining, we'll put that drain plug back in and snug it up. That oil is crystal clean. It's like brand new.
Gramps took care of this car, you know?
No, Gramps didn't take care of this
I
car.
thought this was Gramps.
He found this car.
Oh. Whoever had
We
this
bought
car
this
took care
car
of it.
just to put this engine in. That's gonna be like 3.5 quarts of like crystal clean brand new oil. I mean, that stuff looks like it just came out of the bottle. I'm not wasting that for sure.
That would be a waste of money.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, go ahead and acquire your drain plug. We've got like 90% of it, 99% of it out. Alright, you've probably got dirt and junk all over that drain plug now. We need to try to find a rag to clean it.
And my hand.
We'll do your hand after we do the drain plug.
Oh, yeah.
But, alright, go and get that. Remember that Christmas rag. Try not to smear oil all over your mat down there. You can go ahead and make sure you get any crud off of the drain plug.
There's grass on it.
You get it? Huh?
There's grass on it. I got it off the.
Okay. Alright. You get a good grip on it, because if you drop it down the oil in that pan, you're going to have to fish it out. That's right. It's going to drip oil on you, so you just have to deal with it. But there you go. Get it. Oh, and there it went. She dropped it.
Oh no.
Your hand clean? You
It's
got grit and
just
stuff
oil.
on it. Yeah, you got
That
grit.
came from the oil. I
Yeah, well,
think,
you got
last
grit
one.
and stuff on it from crawling under it, touching the dirt on the floor. Go on and get out and wipe your hand. Get your hand clean so you can dip it in oil and get my drain plug back. Sure you don't have any grit on it, because I don't want any
You
grit.
knew I was gonna drop it, didn't you?
I had a feeling.
Your Christmas rag has grit on it.
Alright, well, let's pause a minute while I find the clean rag. Alright, well, I took mercy on her. I fished the drain plug out for her and moved the drain pan so we wouldn't drop it in it again, and put a rag down just to catch the drips. Alright, go ahead, Lucy. Let's try to get that drain plug back in. Push it over the hole. Push it up in there. There you go. You should know, too, that you should replace the gasket.
I got it crosswise.
Yeah, don't cross thread it. It has to thread up in there by hand. Back the other way until you feel it kind of click. You get it?
Yep.
And the oil is running to her armpit.
Oh gosh.
Welcome to the world of mechanics.
I'm gonna be a nurse, not a mechanic.
You're an auto nurse. Alright, did you get it snugged up?
Yeah.
Alright, you know, it didn't drip to your armpit yet. Take your ratchet and flip the lever on the back the other direction.
Wait, what?
There's a lever on the back of the ratchet. Do you see on the, there you go. You see that little lever? Alright, that makes it tighten. Alright, now go on and put it back up on there. There we go. Alright.
Just do the exact same thing as before?
Pretty much. You just don't want to over tighten it because you're using that cheater pipe. And line her up. Move it back and forth till you get it lined up. There you go. Keep pushing up on it. It may not be quite tight enough. Go ahead and ratchet it back and forth. Alright, starting to feel tight.
Yep.
And go on and snug it up a little bit, about an eighth of a turn. A little more, keep turning. A little more. Alright, that's probably enough. Alright. Alright. Let's go find her a rag and some hand cleaner. All clean. So you can rub and run your fingers together. Get it all up the back of your arm.
I got it on this arm. I didn't have much on this hand.
Okay. Alright, let's go over here and get you some water. I'm going to spray it, you just get in it. You any grease under your fingernails? Let's look.
I had some dirt beforehand on my fingernails.
Okay, I guess we'll close out this segment. We'll thank my help today for coming out and helping me pry that axle out, and her willingness to start beginning to learn a few things on the automobile. There are a few nuances that I will teach her on how to properly torque and tighten the drain plug, and how to properly torque and tighten the oil filter. But today I just wanted to go over the general mechanics of what was involved in changing the oil, since it had to be drained anyway for the engine swap. So with that, get back to the engine swap.